Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. Kay here from At Home with Kay, and today I am participating in the Fake Sweets collab. This is a collab that is hosted by Happiness Created, Kiki DIYs, and the Rusted Willow, and their channels will be linked in the description box below, along with a list of all the other ladies that are participating in this challenge also. So first I am going to start by making some big lollipops. I'm going to be using these Christmas balls that came in some Happy Mail from a sweet friend. You know who you are. I'm going to paint them with some of my Waverly white chalk paint. I'm going to put a good nice coat of that chalk paint on these Christmas balls to completely cover up that color gold and red that you see there. I'm actually going to do 3 of these. I think the other one has a different design on it, but I'm going to do 3 of these giant lollipops. And I am so excited to be participating in this challenge because truthfully, my love for crafting, is my favorite thing to do is to make fake food items, to make fake cupcakes and cookies and cake slices. I love that. I like to just make them and put them in little vignettes in my house, or even give them to people that want them, or even sell them. So I was delighted when I found out about this challenge, and that's exactly why I wanted to be a part of it this time. Okay, so next I'm going to be adding color to these giant lollipops. I'm going to be using the paint that I also received in my Happy Mail. I have these paints by Apple Barrel. The first one is bright yellow. The second one I'll be using is pink parfait. And then I don't know if I show this, but I'm also going to use the blue, which is called Caribbean. They're very pigmented and they have nice coverage, especially after you lay down a coat of white under it. They cover very well. So I'm going to use these 3 paints. These paints remind me of springtime and Easter. The colors are just beautiful. And you know what? This is a great way to recycle those Christmas ornaments when they get a little old and shabby and not so bright and nice anymore for your tree. You can just make fake food items out of them. Sorry, I'm out of the frame here. I gotta figure out my camera position a little bit better. All right, so next I wanted to make like there was some icing or frosting that was splattered on top of these large lollipops and like kind of coming down on around the sides. So then I'm going to use my foam clay in the color white, and I'm going to just make some pieces that look like frosting, and I'm going to place those on top of my giant lollipops. I'm just cutting the edges to make it look a little wavy. I don't have like a flower pattern cookie cutter. That was kind of hard to say. So I'm just cutting it with the scissors and with a wavy edge on the end. And then I'm just going to place it on top. I'm going to use a little glue, a little crazy glue to glue it on there. And I'm going to do this for all 3 of my giant lollipops. So next I'm gonna paint my this lollipop sticks that I have here, these skewers. I didn't have any straws that I thought were a good color to use, so I'm just gonna paint them white, and then I'm gonna attempt to put the lines, the color lines on there also. I'm really excited to check out the playlist and see what everyone else has created. I love to see how creative other people are and other things that they come up with. It's just, I'm really excited for this, and I hope you guys are too. I don't think I'm going to show myself painting the lines on these sticks, but you'll see that at the end of the video. Okay, I picked up these lovely beads from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to use those as just like little like sprinkles on top of the lollipops. I'm going to use my clear tacky glue, and I'm going to just paint a nice little coating on there, and then the little beads or sprinkles will just stick right to it. I'm going to press them in just slightly when I put them on there. And this tacky glue works really well because I did this project about at least 2 or 3 weeks ago, and all of the little sprinkles are still holding. And in the end, I'm going to end up putting some smaller sprinkles all around the frosting, but you'll see that at the end of the video. Next, I had an idea to make a giant cupcake with swirly frosting on top. So the pink foam clay that I'm using here is going to be my cupcake liner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use that floral foam, the green one that's kind of shaped like a cupcake. You guys have probably seen that at Dollar Tree. But I'm going to wrap this pink foam clay around it, and that's going to be my cupcake liner. And I'm going to apply the lines. And I'm missing a piece of footage here because I used my brown foam clay, as you can see there, to make the top of my cupcake, but I have no idea where that piece of footage went. Must have got deleted or something. Anyways, I'm going to take this pink foam clay, wrap it around the edges, and this will be my liner. And I think I've said that 3 times already, but I'll say it again. That's my liner. So I just used a little teeny bit of crazy glue to get it to adhere a little faster for me. And I'm just gonna put the other little piece around there, and then we'll move on to the next step. Ooh, and I didn't show you guys this. I just took my white foam clay and I rolled it into a long little snake, and then I wrapped it around the cupcake to make the heaping amount of frosting. Or maybe it's just a heaping amount of vanilla ice cream. I don't know. Either is good. Anyways, and then I made those colorful things you see there. Those are just giant sprinkles. I rolled them out of my clay, and then I just painted them all those Eastery, springy colors. And I'm going to attach those using the same method with tacky glue. And I got that little cupcake from the grocery store. It was in a little packet of other little like ice cream cones and things like that. I guess you could use them as little charms. That's what they are. And I just took the little hook out of it and I use it as a topper for my cupcake. Next, I'm going to put some sprinkles around the edge of my cupcake. And I'm just going to put a little more tacky glue. And you see the lines that are in that pink foam clay? I made those just with the end of my paintbrush. I was trying to make it look like those folds that are in the cupcake liner. But, you know, it's puffy and it keeps puffing back out. But some of the lines stay there, so... And also, excuse my hands, I really needed some lotion. That looks awful, but I guess that's what happens when you're crafting. Okay, next I'm going to take my foam clay again, and I am going to make some little candy pieces, kind of like the candies that you'll find in a Valentine's Day heart box. You know, those little candies with the different little fillings inside. I'm going to make some candies that look like that. Just some different ones that are different colors. I'm going to make some chocolate ones too. And now I'm going to take my brown paint. This paint is by Jekyll Art and it's called Cafe Mocha. And I am going to paint 4 of these little candy pieces with the chocolate so they can be nice and chocolatey. And then the other 4 I'm going to paint with the colorful paint that I used previously in the other DIYs, and so those can be really colorful and pretty. This paint actually looks like real milk chocolate candy. That's why I chose this one. Man, I probably should have edited some of this out. I'm painting these chocolate candies for a long time. Sorry, guys. Now I'm going to move on to the colorful ones. I'm going to do a pink and a purple, blue, and a yellow. So next I'm going to put some sprinkles on top of the candies, and on the chocolate ones, the brown ones, I have some sprinkles that actually look like little chocolate chip pieces. I'm just going to sprinkle those on there. I got those from Dollar Tree in the Crafter Square, those little pieces. I'm going to put the brown ones on the brown ones, and on the colorful ones I'm going to use those little, I think they're little tiny styrofoam balls that you get from Dollar Tree that fly everywhere when you open the packaging. I'm going to put those on the colorful ones. And everybody, just to remind you that this is a collab, and I want you to go down to the description box and check out that playlist. You will not be disappointed. Next, I'm going to make some chocolate chip cookies. What would a sweet collab be without chocolate chip cookies, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to make cookies that are not with chocolate chips. They're going to have candy pieces, kind of like those Chips Ahoy candies with the M&Ms in them. I'm going to try to do something like that with these. So what I'm going to do after I make my cookie shape, I'm going to take this old toothbrush and I'm going to just pat it all in there just to get that bumpy look that cookies have. And then I'm going to use this little tool just to make my indentions for my little candy pieces that I'm going to make. Next, I'm going to roll out this clay in a long little snake form, and then I'm going to cut it to make little pieces of candy. Just small pieces of candy about the size of an M&M, you know. And I'm going to make enough to fit in each little indent that's on the cookie. And next I'm going to use my paint it's by Craft Smart, and it's in the color golden brown. I'm going to paint the cookies that color. I felt like that was the closest to what a real chocolate chip cookie looks like. Anyway, in my opinion anyways. And next I'm going to add a quick coat of paint to my little M&Ms, and once I get that done, I'm going to place them on the cookies. I think I'm going to use all the colors: green, blue, purple, yellow, and pink. And I'm going to just do enough to do a little mixture on top of all of the cookies. Okay, I'm going to finish up this painting and I'll show you what everything looks like at the end of the video. And here we are, friends. We made it to the end of the video, and there is everything in all its glory. I think it's so pretty and colorful and pink, and it looks so Eastery and happy. There are our 3 lollipops, and as you can see around the edges, I put those foam balls that you get out of the Crafter Square and Dollar Tree. I think they were the perfect accent to those lovely little lollipops. And I put the ribbon around the tops of them there. And there's our cupcake. We have all of the little sprinkles and everything on there, and I put it on that green pedestal just to make it look as spectacular as it really is. And then here's our cookies and our candies. Don't those look like real chocolates with real sprinkles? Yeah. And there's our candies with our little foam ball sprinkles on there. And here are our chocolate chip cookies with our M&M candies. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video and checking out what I had to make today. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to check out that playlist in the description box. And remember to be kind to yourself and always kind to others. Bye.